the rabbis, they do give us an explanation. It's good to give to Brit Milah. It's healthy. It's this and that. You're unique. You're different. But that's not the ultimate reason why we have to keep Brit Milah. Okay? It says in Yeshayahu, "Ki lo machshavotay machshavotechem, velo darchai darkechem darchai na'um Hashem. Ki gavu shamayim va'aretz, ken kach gavu gam et darchai medarkechem machshavotay machshavotechem." Means Hashem sometimes gives certain enlightenment to certain rabbis, to certain tzaddikim, to understanding. Once Rabbi Hari Kadosh lived 500 years ago, and his student was Rabbi Chaim Vital. So Hari Kadosh, he fell asleep, and he was very, very spiritual. And he saw and used to sleep, to get a lot of secrets of Torah used to be revealed to him in his dream. So once he woke up from this dream, and Rabbi Chaim Vital is asking him, "What did you see?" He says, "Even if I will live 100 years, 80 years straight, even if I will all day long just tell you, talk to you, I won't be able to explain you what I saw in this split second that I was." Because in spirituality, you cannot really explain certain things. And want to give you an example. We have a mitzvah in our Torah that's called lo tachmod. What is lo tachmod? Not to envy your house, your friend's house, your friend's wife, your friend's belongings. Lo tachmod. We said before that the rules of our Torah, sometimes it's similar to the rules out there in the world. Lo tirtzach, lo tigno. What is lo tachmod? Lo tachmod is something about the thought. Limit your thought. How can somebody give an order, don't think? What is this don't think? Can somebody order such a thing? Limit your thought? There's no such a thing. And even if there is, okay, can somebody enforce the law on somebody that thinks too wild or thinks to make a sin? I just thought that I will, God forbid, rob my friend's house. Can I be punished for that? What's this lo tachmod? So see how the Torah is so deep. It's nothing to do, it's nothing to compare to any laws of human being. When does a sin start?
From the third one.
When you actually do it? No, it started before. When did it start? When you were thinking about that. You saw your friend's house. You went inside. You saw the table. You saw the food. You saw his wife. You saw his kids. You saw, I don't know what you saw. And it gets into your mind. That's not fair. Why he has? Why he don't have? And he starts to get jealous. And in his mind, this is how it gets, the plant, it gets planted, this seed of the sin, what he wants to take from this house, from his friend, I don't know exactly, and this is how it goes. Once there was this guy that he came to his friend's house, and he sees that his wife of the friend, right, set the table so beautifully and put the beautiful salads on the table. Everything is so nice and looks so good. And then she puts another course and another course to her husband. In the end, she put this roasted beef, and it smells so good and it looks so beautiful. And then she arranged the vegetables and she arranged this around and that. And he's like, whoa, it started bothering him. And then his friend left for a second or something, and the wife was talking to the guest, and she tells him, "I feel so bad for my husband. Lately he got so sick, he lost his appetite, and if I want, exaggerate and work on the colors, on the smell, on all his senses, he just won't eat. Oh, he lost so much weight." And he started to talk to him about that. This is when he got it, and he said, "Wait a second, what did I get jealous about? Baruch Hashem, I do have an appetite. This guy doesn't have an appetite. He's so poor. I do have an appetite. I have to thank Hashem for all what I have." And he stopped thinking about getting jealous or anything. So this is a mitzvah of lo tachmod, which is, and this is, when a mitzvah of lo tachmod, you see that this is the ending of Aseret HaDibros, the 10 Commandments that we got. A mitzvah of lo tachmod, you cannot give this kind of mitzvah to the public, because what is this? How would people? So every good deed that people do, or bad, God forbid, it starts in thinking, in the thought of the people. And if you don't warn on the thought, people can come to a sin, God forbid. And this is this mitzvah that we got of lo tachmod. That's for an example. So let's finish with whatever we did today is just to start explaining that this law of family purity, even though it doesn't in a way make sense, I'll try to explain why it doesn't make sense. All laws of purity and impurity is when somebody is exposed to death, right? So this impurity is contagious, and we're not supposed to create a chain of, I'm touching you, you become not pure, and she's touching her, and she becomes not pure, and this is how it goes all over. So people, they had to isolate themselves, and then dip themselves in the mikvah, and in the time of the temple, okay, in the time of Bet HaMikdash, they used to have this system, they used to have something that's called Efer Paraduma, when the Kohen Gadol is purifying people with the ashes of the red cow. A red cow by itself was a very mysterious mitzvah, very weird, rare animal, a red cow. And with the ashes, he would purify people. The weird thing happened was that the Kohen himself that purifies the impure person, he becomes impure till the evening. But it doesn't make sense. Why? He is the Kohen. He is the one that's pure. He is the one that's holy. Why he becomes not pure? So is it purifying or it's not purifying? This is something that Shlomo Melech didn't understand. So family purity looks like it's a very old-fashioned kind of a mitzvah. People used to, something that happened, I don't know how many years ago, it belongs to the past. It doesn't belong to the present and not to the future. Who needs that? People might think. It's not true. There was this man that was a diamond dealer, and he once hired 5 workers to dig every day, from day to night, to dig for 2-3 weeks. They were digging inside the land. And one day he gets inside himself, and he comes out so happy. He found this piece of kind of dirt and everything, like the size of an egg, and he's jumping from happiness. All this was worthwhile. It was so good for me. So the workers didn't understand. What exactly was this man? Why he hired us to dig? We don't know even what we're digging for. And now he's jumping from happiness. They thought he's insane. They say, something better that we claim our money, because who knows if tomorrow we're going to be around. They asked the money first. He paid, no problem. He even gave them a very big tip. But they didn't know that this man, he was holding a very huge diamond that he found. Yeah, it was dirty. Yeah, it was full of dirt and sand and whatever. But he was holding a very, very important, big-sized diamond that he could make so much profit from it, right? So, to a lot of us, family purity, it looks like a piece of dirt or a piece of there, and maybe mikveh waters, it just makes you dirty, or it's not clean, or something. But once, B'ezrat Hashem, we're going to learn about this mitzvah, we're going to see how beautiful is this mitzvah. What is the idea behind this? How it's going to benefit us, this mitzvah, from health point of reason, from the relationship point of reason, from psychological point of reason, from from, I don't know, all kind of reasons. And Bezrat Hashem, we're going to continue talking about this next times. So, for this was this introduction for today. Bezrat Hashem, I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Yes. Any question? Yeah.